Yes, hello and welcome to the KO podcast show, where I will be giving you handy business tips and also kind of lessons in terms of pitfalls not to get into within the business environment. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to step into my latest topic, which is the taboo topic of the moment, which is AI. AI, which stands for artificial intelligence. Many of you know about it. Many of you out there have actually used artificial intelligence, but I'm going to touch a point whereby is it something that is correct for you? Is it right for you? Do you even understand what it's about? Do you understand what it can do? Often when a new piece of technology comes out, people don't really know how to engage with it, what it's about, its real world uses in terms of, I mean, when the internet first came out, people were like, oh, it's just a fad or whatever it was. They didn't know that the internet was going to change people's lives forever. The world as we know is unrecognizable because of the internet. And it's just made things so much easier in terms of reaching people, connecting with people, in terms of businesses that we can do. We can do WhatsApp businesses, we can do Facebook business. There's so we could do websites. It's being online is literally endless in terms of what the internet has allowed us to do. Now, something new is on the horizon, which is artificial intelligence. It's not so new. It's been there with chatbots before. Maybe 10 years ago, there were chatbots and bits and pieces which were kind of programmed responses. However, now the new agentic models, which have reasoning within inside them, kind of are thinking. It's almost like, trying to explain something to a child or whatever it was. It kind of can respond back in terms of what it tells you. It's a lot smarter than a child. I mean, it takes all of knowledge, like with ChatGPT, takes all of the knowledge of the web and what's out there, with large language model, and kind of like explains things to you in layman's terms. But however, there's always pitfalls. There's always things that you need to know about AI and how to use it in its correct form. I think with any tool that you get, a hammer, if you got a hammer, a metal hammer, and you got a wooden peg, you're probably going to break that wooden peg with a metal hammer. So you need, with a wooden peg, you need a wooden hammer. With a metal hammer, you need a nail. So it's with all things. I'm very descriptive in the way I describe things in terms of how I put my analogies together. You being with me and understanding me on the pod, you're going to realize how I use these things as we go forward. Now, what I'm saying is so important is if you have a business, you need to really understand how AI is going to be part and parcel of the world that you live in. There's no escaping of it. And if you don't use it, you will lose it, mate. You will lose it in terms of you will lose business because you don't know how to do it. Look at those people without internet, without web and all that lot. They can't generate as much income as they would without that. So without further ado, I'm going to step onto the task which is at hand, is why is AI so important for your business and how it can help you start a business. From that aspect, I'm going to talk about how it can actually help you start a business. First of all, AI can help you validate your business idea. AI is something which I get onto, and I talk to my AI in a conversational manner. And because it's got all the world's knowledge at its fingertips, it can talk to me like a human being in terms of understanding my ideas, then reflecting it back to me and kind of on a conversational tone. So I generally, when I talk to ChatGPT, me and ChatGPT are having a conversation based upon my idea, because all it is a knowledge store. It's a big store of knowledge, and what it's doing is pulling out bits and pieces of that knowledge, and reflecting what I already know. So yeah, one thing which we need to look at is it helps validate your business idea. In terms of how it helps you validate your business ideas, you can brainstorm with it. Like I said to ChatGPT, look, I've got these 3 businesses. I've got business A, business B, business C. This is what I'm doing in this business. Which business do you think, based on all your knowledge, would make me the most successful that I can be? And it kind of broke it down to me. Well, this is a mom and pop business. This is a really tough business, but the business that can actually make you a multi-millionaire is this business if you know how to deliver it right. Now, AI overnight is not going to make me a millionaire. It's not going to make me wealthy. However, it's going to put the ideas in my head and kind of work on its knowledge fountain, and I pick and choose what I need from that information, which is open to everyone. It's open source. It gets all this information open sourced. So the information that I'm getting is available to the whole world. So yeah, brainstorm. If you have a small business idea, open the ChatGPT app. Oh, I'm thinking of selling business cards in my area. What do you think of this? Do you think I have a good chance of selling business cards in this particular area? The ChatGPT, well, it'll give you stats based upon this. You've got this business there, that business in your area. It might not work, but it will point you in the right direction, and it will help you not to waste valuable time on doing endless searches. It'll help you analyze the market. It will help you research. It will just make things so much more quicker than looking at a book and kind of reading through things. It just does it in split seconds. So yeah, the first thing, it can help you brainstorm ideas, look at the pitfalls, look at your environment, and kind of move forward with that. AI can help you to create a business plan. If you don't have a business plan, but you have a bunch of ideas, throw them in the mix, tell AI what you're trying to do. It will create a whole business plan in a matter of 10 seconds based upon the idea of what you're doing. Because I believe no idea is new, because loads of people have ideas similar. Me living in London now, a guy in America could have the similar idea to mine, because we're all human. We're all getting the same information of TV, of laptops, of music or whatever. So all our ideas that we get as human beings are quite homogenized in terms of, I use a toothbrush. Someone in China uses a toothbrush. I use a towel. Someone 100 million miles uses a towel. So therefore, we kind of use similar things around the world. So if there are any ideas that we might have, innovations that we might have in our head sitting here in London, someone a million miles away could have similar type of real world problems. So it can, it could definitely help you in terms of your business plan. It puts it together in a fraction of the time, your strengths, your weaknesses, helps you choose the right business, helps you create a pitch deck. I can get into pitch deck later on down the line, which is kind of like a colorful template business plan, which is a pitch deck for investors. But I won't go into that, but it can create that for you. So there again, is speeding up your time. Branding and positioning. Having a conversation with AI, it could generate a branding logo for you. So if you use, for instance, Canva, you have a brilliant idea for a logo on a t-shirt. I always use that. I always use the t-shirt and logo phrase. Yeah. If you know me, you know I'm always going to use that. But you can go on to Canva. Canva's been around for a while, and within Canva, there's integrated AI. Many of you's Canva's like a Photoshop for novices. If you don't know how to use Photoshop, if you don't know how to create birthday cards, business cards, posters, flyers, Canva has been using AI, I know, for the last, I would say, 5 to 6 years, where all these templates are available to you. Now, with the AI features on Canva, they're more enhanced now. You can do things in a split second. You can iterate. You can start off with a logo of a pen. You can change it around different colors. It will allow you to do that. So I would definitely recommend you taking a look at Canva if you're having a look at logo and branding and how to position yourself. Market research and pricing. Now, you could go out there and say, for instance, there's a food business locally, but it will already have its menu on Google, which ChatGPT can pull up. So if you want to know how much that person down the road is selling from you, you can just ask, excuse me, ChatGPT, I'm looking to start a food business selling burgers and chips. How many burgers and chips are around this area, within my catchment area of London? And how many, how much do they sell? Can you pull up their menu for me, please, ChatGPT? With that knowledge store, ChatGPT goes into Google, goes into indexes, picks that all up, okay, and tells you, oh, in your area, there are 3 burger shops. They're within this distance of each other. Within that distance of each other, this is how much the chips and the burgers are. This is what sauces they sell. These are the differentiating factors. And with that, it sped up your knowledge. If there's 10 burger shops down around you, then you know, oh, well, I think I might not start a burger shop on my road because you know what? There's too many. But before ChatGPT was around, you would have had to scour the internet and look to see if you can do that research by yourself. But within ChatGPT and AI, artificial intelligence cuts that into a fraction of the time. Another thing which website building. Website building has been a pain in people's backsides for years. Do you know how many times I've been ripped off by web developers? I've been ripped off by web developers for 15, 20 years. Even if they're from UK or they're from India or Pakistan or Lithuania, I've been ripped off so many times. However, AI stops that from occurring because you know what? You can get onto Wix, you can get onto HostGator, you can create up-to-date templates using AI. You can go a bit further. You can use Replit and those other Cursor, those other sort of like more intense platforms. But for now, why not use the Wix? Why not use the HostGator, the most simple things available to you now? Because it's a little bit of monthly subscription. However, that you can make a website, I would say, within a split second. Within literally a split second, it can pull together your ideas, make your website, and bish, bash, bosh, done. And that's half the time. Half the time you would have had to find a developer. You would have had to find what you're trying to do in terms of your indexes, your images, and so on. AI just makes all that so quick. It can help you create the correct email flows, contact forms. All these things are embedded within AI. So you don't have to spend that time going out to try and find a web developer. I would say having a web developer can come along the line when you're starting to make some serious money and you want to pull an audience. For now, when you're starting a business and you're unsure of where you're going left or right, use some of these AI platforms that are available to you now. Marketing and customer acquisition. AI can help you to market using all the social media. TikTok has so many AI features, Instagram, Twitter. Most of it is going that way, where most of the marketing can be done by all these AI platforms. Including that, you've got things like 11 Labs, which can do voiceovers. You've got UGC content, which is video-based content. There's so many platforms. I'm going to put the links down below, but you can actually put an image of your face. You can use your voice, and it can replicate that for you. You don't need to be talking. I don't have to even do this podcast. I could use a UGC version of myself, which could cut half the time. I don't need to be in the studio. Lots of many variables. Sales and customer acquisition. Chatbots. Having AI can help you create chatbots. if you've got a service-based website and you need to talk to a lot of people and you are indispensable in terms of there's not so many users that can go around, you can actually use AI to create a chatbot within your website or your app, which will do all the customer service for you. So you don't need to start afresh in terms of doing that yourself. AI can help you automate invoicing, scheduling, track KPIs, improve your workflow,